everything up and running here, so just bear with me. I'm gonna make sure we're up and running good. All right, let's see. There we go. Shalom, shalom, Sister Hicks. I see you in there. Shalom, shalom. Shalom, y'all. I'll let y'all get in there. I'm gonna share this. Let's see. All right. All right. Shalom, y'all. Shalom, Beat Brother. See you in there. Shalom, brother. Y'all give me thumbs up in there if you could. If the sound quality's good, give me thumbs up, please. I'll wait till I see thumbs up, just so I know that the sound is good on there. Yeah, if the sound's good, just give me a thumbs up if you could. All right. Appreciate it, Beat Brothers. Thanks, man. All right. And I gotta share this. Appreciate it, Sister Hicks. I really appreciate it. So, yeah, let me share this so everybody can. I'm gonna wait for everybody to get in there. We're over there on. We're over there on YouTube also, so I'm gonna check in with y'all in a sec. Okay. All right. I'm gonna head over to YouTube and then we'll get started with our lesson. And as you can see, I'm outside. We still here in DeLand, Florida. Hold on 1 second. I have to switch over so I can see this. Alright, there we go. But yeah, like I said, we're coming to you from beautiful DeLand, Florida. It's a beautiful morning, and it's just been amazing out here. And like I said, the first thing I have to talk about is you know, that worship service yesterday, man, and not even just the Shabbat service yesterday blew my mind. You know, I'm not the one to cry or to advocate crying, but I know I had tears in my eyes yesterday, and I'm gonna be like, I have to tell you the whole story on that brother. But he's a real good brother. He really been through a lot, and we knew he was dealing with stuff as soon as we met him in the men's meetup that we had when we first got out here. That brother was dealing with some heavy stuff, and you know, he came out here, man. I get choked out. I'm not even gonna talk about the whole story even now, but it was just, if y'all didn't see that, man, go ahead and watch that, the stream of the service yesterday, man. Because you could, when we met the brother, we could all see that, you know, he was really dealing with some things, and the Most High was working on him. And I mean, the Most High brought him out here, and all the brothers embraced him like a brother, you know. And like, we there for him, you know. He had been, this oppression was heavy on him, just like a lot of us, even more so on some of the stuff he had been through. And man, that was just an amazing service. And you saw Morris, like, I don't know if you could see it on camera, but I mean, all the dudes were crying out there. It was like, I don't know, man. Like I said, I interviewed Josh and Morris at the end of the service. It got cut off on Facebook, but it's in its entirety on Facebook. and you know, you can hear what they have to say. Like I said, I'm gonna have them on the show. I let that brother know multiple times that, you know, and a bunch of other brothers said, hey, we there for you. You can call us anytime, you know, because we know, you know, the battle's not over. It continues, and we need that support structure. But that whole service was heavy. I mean, Josh was bringing out some heavy truth on a whole nother level. He cleared up in simple terms some things that, you know, some questions I had, because what they did is at the beginning of the service, while all the equipment was getting set up, Josh just did a question and answer. Then they did a worship service, then they did the lessons. And basically a lot of it was geared to marriage and relationships. You know what I'm saying? So, and they were hitting it. You know, I teach on that a lot. And they, Morris and Josh, they brought out some heavy truths that, you know, helped me with my teachings, because I was learning stuff, you know. So they got, you know, their understanding is, man, I can't say enough about it. Like I know I needed to be down here. And I look at, I already had a lot of respect for Morris and Josh, and now I look at them on a whole nother level. And then Amir Ryder and Sister Nina, man, I gotta take my hat off and give them their props. That is the hardest working couple that I've seen, and they make me look lazy. I mean, they planned all this stuff. They have a event planning and photography company that I already talked to them. I'm gonna help them market that and get the word out. But they go hard. I mean, they're hard working, and they're like, they were from what I've seen, they're like the backbone of this whole event here, and this is a massive undertaking. You know, there's a lot of folks don't realize what all goes into something like this, and it's just impressive. They make me, I was like, man, I was like, I could step up even more. You know, they pushing the limits of going hard. So my hat's off to them. Much respect for this event they put on. Let me give y'all shout outs real quick. Shout out to Changing Lives. Shout out to Sister Shantae. Shalom, sis. Of course, shalom, Sister Hicks. Shalom, Beat Brothers. I see you on there. But yeah, man. And let me tell you this, all right? Because me and my wife, we were like, all right, so yeah, we're going to head out before sundown, or at sundown on Saturday, so we could get home and do what we need to do. Man, it was just so amazing out here. That service we had outside, the fresh air, we in the shade, and seeing people get blessed and feeling the spirit and all that. We were like, you know what? Forget getting back to this slavery, this, you know, we stayed out another night, you know. I took the kids and went over to the pavilion. We played we were playing Uno. Sister Koya went in the tent and was just in there. She watched the movie and just relaxed and enjoyed the peace and the tranquility. I could say I got my batteries recharged out here. No, you know, no joke. It's like, I can't wait for the next. We need to plan some camping trips, you know, and this, you know, outside being in the Middle East, we camped out there for 3 months, but it's a different. You out there with these nations. It's a wartime thing, but this here is something different. You know, it's like you're connecting with the earth. Like you're in the element the Most High designed you to be in. And mind you, me and Koya, we didn't just jump in full, you know, because we were so busy, we really didn't have time to buy grills and all the stuff we need to really be out here. So what we'd have to go off the site and grab a sandwich and stuff like that. Next time, yeah, we're gonna bring a grill, meat, and all that. We're gonna really begin to get more into the experience, because it's like, yeah, the first night it takes a little getting used to and relaxing into this, but then as you get into it more, you begin to see that this is the element you belong in. You know what I'm saying? Not New York City and stuff like that. You know, but it takes a second to kind of relax into it, and we don't want to go. But we know we got to get back to our slavery and get prepared for another week under Pharaoh. So we're gonna have to leave here soon. And I mean, it was something else, I tell you. Shalom, sister Sandra Jackson. Shalom. She says, shalom, family. All praises to the Most High for allowing me to listen to the teachings. And I'm gonna tell y'all something else. Yeah, the Most High, you know, I was like, should I be doing this? You know, when I was buying this equipment, because it's funny. Let me tell y'all the story about this. Me and Sister Koya do family night. Okay, we do family night, and I was like, hey, when we were in Jacksonville, so once a week we just go out to eat, hang out somewhere as a family, or we'll just stay home and watch a movie together or whatever. Usually Wednesday, sometimes Thursday. Anyway, so we did a family night. I said, hey, let's go out to the beach and get pizza. So we went out to the beach, ate pizza, and we were just kind of standing there near the boardwalk. We're just chilling, and a news crew came up to us. And they just like, yeah, we'll interview you about this shark attack or whatever. So they interviewed us, interview's over. And you know, me being a black nerd, being like a techie, I'm sitting there talking to them about all their gear. And the cameraman was just showing me how he goes live. And he showed me a reliable piece of equipment to get to do it. Of course, it's complicated to work, and then I was like, I probably need to get that. You know what I'm saying? And I set me back, you know, but the Most High, he gonna work with me on the money, and you know, it ain't no big deal, but I bought it, and man, it was a blessing, because it gave me the ability to cover, you know, the bonfire thing and the other stuff, but most importantly, I mean, I streamed that whole service, and I know people were online, they said they were crying. And I'm telling you, you know, I don't advocate brothers crying. I know Josh and Morris do, but I be trying to be that hard rock, that soldier. But you know, it is what he didn't give us tears for no reason. You know what I'm saying? But you know, it was an awesome event, man. And you know me, like I like to be in control, be that soldier. But yeah, sometimes you gotta kind of, you know, let go, you know, and I can't even explain what it is. My wife or somebody would be able to explain all that better, but that thing was amazing, you know. I can't put it in words, because I'm not used to getting emotional like that and everything. It was just, I think we all wanted to see the best for that brother, and because we knew he's under this oppression, just like us. I could relate to his story, because it's one of the things, the main places we get oppressed at, and where you run into racism and this oppression from these other nations, there's two places: from the police and at work. And you can't deny that, and that's where they get you, and that's where you can, like, when I came into this truth, it was because of a stressful situation at work where I was harboring bitterness and hate against these people for what they had did to me and wishing death on. And the brother was dealing with that too. I could relate to him on his pain. You know, he's dealing with situations like that, and even worse ones. And, you know, and that will put a spirit on you. So, like I said, man, Beat Brothers, he put, it's a time and place for everything, including crying. That's right. That's true. You know, I can't argue with that, you know. I try to, you know, I don't do it all the time, but, you know, people want to know, like my wife, she want to know I'm not a robot. You know, she's like, you can show, it's okay to show emotions. Like, yeah, you know, I agree. Yeah. You know, they like to know you vulnerable. All right. Shalom, Sister Sonia. She put a thank you for bringing all of it to us live. I was overwhelmed in my living room in Canada. Wow. You're from Canada. Shalom, shalom to Canada. That's awesome, Sister Sonia. So I'm glad I could do that, because I know a lot of people were watching with the presence of Yah. And it was here. I'm telling you, man. You know, it was here. I mean, brothers it was here, man. I was overwhelmed in living room in Canada with the presence of Yah. I was worshiping, praying in the Spirit with you all. Thanks to the Most High. All right, and this is and I know you try to tell me how to pronounce this. Shalom, Sister Badei. I think I got that right. If I didn't, when you see me, you could walk up and punch me in the head, and then it'll make me get it right. Because I know you showed me how to pronounce that. All right, let me see what y'all saying over on YouTube. So I'm gonna click on over to there. But yeah, and what I'm gonna do a recap of it. I'm gonna try to get Morris and them on there, on the show. Just about everybody in. Yeah, let me try to. Okay, y'all saying is that? Hold on. Okay, there's a bunch of y'all on here. Okay, let me get this up on YouTube. I'll read your comments. It froze up over there, but I'm gonna come on there because I see y'all been saying a lot of stuff on there. All right, Shalom, Sister Talk Truth. She put Shalom, good morning. Yeah, she put the anointing was in the chat as well. Wow. Did you see all the people in the chat praying the Most High and talking about getting deliverance? Wow. No, sis, I did not see it, because it's like we were, you know, were overwhelmed. And I like to monitor the chat, but at that point I was just trying to keep my composure, you know. But yeah, it was heavy. There was another sister who, and this is something I deal with spiritual combat when I'm doing relationship counseling, something I deal with a lot, is sisters, because the men, a lot of men have hurt these sisters in different ways, and they hold on to that, and they harbor that, and they hold on to that hurt. And there was a sister dealing with that, and she brought that question out. You can watch it in the video, and she, Josh and Morris, through their teaching and just praying and everything, helped her get delivered from that demonic oppression and that stronghold of bitterness and unforgiveness that a lot of our women deal with. And then Sister Malaka went out there and prayed with her, and you know, y'all just gonna have to watch the video, man, because you know, I'm not good with words like that to where I could convey it. But like Sister Talk Truth put in there, the anointing, she said, was in the chat too. So wow, I did not know that. I'm glad you said that. She also put, that was a great move of Yah. It was. Praise Yah. And people sacrificed to come out here. You know, people, I know all these people sacrificed to come out here. Yeah, I know we had a situation where we were like, you know what, we ain't gonna burden nobody else. We just gonna trust Yah, and we're gonna do what we need to do and get out here. And he made it happen for us, and we were able to make it down here, you know. But the people who came out here sacrificed. You had people driving through hurricanes to come out here. You had people with financial issues coming out here. You had all types of stuff, you know, you name it. And he rewarded them for it. He rewarded them for it. He did. So Sister Talk Through, she put, yes, praise y'all. They did a great job setting everything up. Everybody was working together. The spirit of brotherhood was out here. Like I talk about me and Brother Obadiah Ben Israel. He does a lot of filming for Rebirth. And me and him, we saw we had the same cameras. His is better though. And so we worked together. So instead of both of us using our cameras, he used his camera. I monitored the broadcast, and through us working together as brothers, we were able to deliver a quality product to people in Canada and people all over and bless them. And it's such a blessing to see what she just put there. She said the anointing was in the chat too. Man, y'all go back and watch that. And watch it on the Rebirth Rebirth of a Nation. Even if you're on Facebook, you have to watch it on the Hebrew Nation Builders YouTube page. Watch it there because the video cut off early on Facebook. You know, the last 20 minutes, because I interviewed Jocelyn, it got cut off. So watch it on the Rebirth of a Nation, Hebrew Nation Builders YouTube, so that you can see the whole thing in its entirety and you can follow along in the chat and get that blessing. And praise God for letting us capture. That was priceless. All the money I spent on equipment or whatever and all the stuff we went through to be able to get it on video, priceless. You know what I'm saying? It was totally worth it. So let's see, it says Shalom. She said that was a great, it says, yes, praise y'all. They did a great job setting it. They did. And it brings about a peace, being in the whole, in the wild, and gives you balance. It does. I didn't see that. Like, I was kind of intimidated. And I know we didn't get here when it was raining. A lot of these brothers and sisters were here. That first night was kind of a miserable, wet, tough night. You know, I know our first night was a tough night. And then the second night is a little better. And then the third night, we were like, we don't want to go back. Like, I'd rather live out here, real talk. Truth be told, I don't want to go back to my house. You know what I'm saying? I just chill out here with these brothers and sisters. It's awesome. I like being around them. It's like everybody, you start talking to people, and they all like-minded. Like, you could just talk to them. Everybody got a good spirit on them. It's not like being at work, working with some of them demons. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to be choked up when I leave here. All right, let me keep reading. It says, Shalom, Mr. Journey to Me. Serious, happy. So she wrote, Shalom, Ibuka too. Mr. Kai, yes, it's a beautiful experience, and agricultural lifestyle is amazing and does wonders for the mind. It does. Toda Rabbah, the streaming, it was a blessing, and thanks for y'all's encouragement, because a lot of people appreciated it, and that helps me, and I like it. Talk True, I want to talk to you and sister about your equipment that you have, because I need a new camera to film. Okay, yeah, definitely. Loving them natural sounds in the back. Yep. Sometimes they be scaring me though, because like we heard an owl this morning, and you know, you be hearing all types of stuff, but it's cool and you get used to it. And then the brother who got delivered, he stays right behind our tent, and he got a dog, so that gave us some safety, because that dog hears something, it bark and it scare it off. So we appreciate him. Yeah, everything worked together so perfect out here, man. It says about everybody in the chat yesterday was crying hard tears. Wow, man, I'm gonna have to watch it again too, because I was busy monitoring the broadcast and watching everything that, you know, yeah, I didn't really get a chance to follow along like that. So Sukkot is a season of rain. It rains every year as long as I can remember, laughing out loud during Sukkot. Been blessed to be living this way 20 years. Wow. I love being in the woods, on the mountains in Cherokee, North Carolina. It brings peace to me. Yeah, talk. me about 2 years to get used to living. Yeah, but I could do this, boy. I could live this way. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't think you like it because they done brainwashed us into relying on their system. But it took maybe about 1 day to see that it was the way to go out here. I'm coming back over there to Facebook. See what y'all talking about. But yeah, y'all make sure, man, y'all get on the Hebrew Nation Builders on their YouTube page and check that thing out, man. Cause that was y'all make sure y'all get on there and check that event out, because you know that was an amazing, you know, experience. That was a very it was an uplifting event. The word was taught, you know, it was a good worship service, and you know, I could say that like everybody is working, you know, they're working and moving towards the mark. You know what I'm saying? Nobody perfect, you know, but I can say these brothers and sisters out here, they definitely are moving forward. They ain't trying to, you know what I'm saying? And I mean, you saw it there, you know? All right. I gotta go over, cause I stream on Periscope, so I gotta check Periscope out. I see a couple of y'all in there. And like I said, it's on Periscope also. So shalom to y'all over there on Periscope. I see y'all watching. Appreciate y'all tuning in over on Periscope. If you don't know, Periscope is over there on Twitter. So I stream over there too. So like I said, what I'm gonna do, I'm not gonna rush myself, but what I'm gonna do is maybe sometime this week I'm gonna do a recap on the event. I'm gonna have some of the brothers and sisters on the show once I get situated up there in when I get back home and everything. You know, I'm gonna do a recap on everything down here. I'm gonna try to get some of the people to come on to the live so they can you know, discuss what they saw. And one thing I gotta keep saying this: subscribe to the Spiritual Combat channel on YouTube, and if you're on Facebook, subscribe to the Spiritual Combat page on Facebook. And if you want to get live notifications of when I go live on Facebook, click those. If you're on your phone, click those 3 dots there. That's on the upper right, and it'll be a little drop down, and there's an option to receive live notifications, and click that. Otherwise, I've seen people been having trouble seeing when I go live. So just go ahead and do that. I'm not sure how to do it if you're on a computer, but when I get home, I'll figure that out. But yeah, it was definitely an amazing event. The other big thing is, whew, I made some huge connections that, and you'll see in the coming weeks, of where if you are Hebrew and you have a business where you're selling products, particularly natural products and stuff like that, I got some huge international connections that I'm gonna be bringing it out. I'm gonna be showing y'all this, how you can make a ton of money internationally with these products. I'm in the process of setting up all the channels and connections as far as who to talk to. And like I said, you're gonna see some big connections. I'm gonna have them on the Spiritual Combat show to talk about this, because it turns out there's a huge thirst for natural skincare products because they can't get it in some of these countries, and it's an insanely big market. And I don't know how long it's going to be open for, but like I said, I'm gonna definitely be getting back with y'all on that. So, and there's a bunch of other huge connections I've made. So yeah, we'll definitely be getting that out there, putting that information out. But anyway, yeah, this time I'm gonna have to start wrapping all this up. Again, getting back on the road, heading back home. Let me see. So, but it was definitely an awesome time out here, man. I'm sad to go, you know. And I look forward. It's like the way this was here is like I ain't doing it in my backyard no more, you know. It's like we need to do this multiple times a year. Like, I'd rather do this than go on vacations anywhere. You know, just find a place to camp and we all get together and do it up. And there ain't no interruptions. We all together and in close proximity of each other. You know, it's the way to go, man. It's the way to go. No neighbors, just quiet. That's right. Yep, it was awesome to meet y'all. But yeah, man, it was awesome. But anyway, with that said, y'all, I'm going to wrap this up. Like I said, I'm going to continue. I got to get all my verses together, but I'm going to continue on the character lessons. Like I said, that lesson I did the other morning was kind of an intro to it. But like I said, somebody asked me to do a series or a lesson on character, so I'm going to do that and get all the way down to it to where there's no confusion. But, excuse me. But anyway, with that said, I'm going to wrap this up. I appreciate y'all tuning in. Again, I'm going to ask y'all again, if you're on Facebook and you want to receive notifications for this video and you're on your phone, click those 3 dots in the upper right corner. And first you touch your screen. You touch the picture that's on the screen. Then you click those 3 dots that are there, and then it'll be a drop down menu, and it'll say it's in the upper right screen, and it'll say receive notifications when I go live, and then you'll be able to receive them. Okay. And I'll figure out how to do that if you're on a computer. If you're on YouTube, just, you know, subscribe to the Facebook channel, and then you click the notification bell there, and then you'll receive notifications when I go live on Facebook. I mean on YouTube. So anyway, that's all I have. If you didn't watch that video of all the stuff that went on here, definitely check it out. Watch it on a Rebirth of a Nation page, though, so you can watch the chat on the Hebrew Nation Builders page. Make sure you watch it on there, because then you'll be able to follow the chat. Subscribe to their page so y'all can get those good teachings. And with that said, y'all, shalom. And shalom to y'all over on YouTube and Periscope.